Ẹ káàsán o, ẹ káàsán o. Ṣé àlàáfíà ni mo bá yín? Ẹ káàárọ̀, ẹ kúrọ̀lẹ́ níbikíbi tí ẹ wà ní àgbáláyé. Ẹ káàárọ̀, ẹ káàsán, ẹ kúrọ̀lẹ́, ẹ káalẹ́ níbikíbi tí ẹ wà. Ọ̀rọ̀ ìrírí ayé, ọ̀rọ̀ nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ láàárín àwa ènìyàn, òun lèmi máa ń sọ ní ojoojúmọ́ ní ọjọ́ Tuesday, ṣùgbọ́n ní agogo 7 ìrọ̀lẹ́ UK Nigeria time. Ṣùgbọ́n mò ń jáde lénìí nírọ̀lẹ́ ni mo ní kí n ṣe ní aláàárọ̀ lénìí yìí. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're listening. This is Live Talk with Elijah Brown. I know you guys are not expecting me, so I'm not expecting a big crowd today. My time is normally 7 p.m. UK summer time, but because I've got an appointment today, I decided to, instead of cancelling it, because a lot of people have started saying, because I treated the man's topic yesterday, how to be a good husband, obviously I might not want to do a woman. I don't know, people think I just hate men. I don't hate men. So that's why I have decided to come earlier to just do this topic, and that's it for today, so I don't disappoint anybody. How are you all doing? Thanks for joining. Adejoke Shokoya, thank you. Yomi, thank you. Dele, thank you. Ayaba Esther George, God bless you, my sister. Temitope Essex, God bless you. Thank you for joining me, my sister. Can I just say, please share on your timeline, so I can get a larger audience. Thank you. God bless you. I have decided to play King Sunny Ade Oko Ati Iyawo because of this topic. That is why I have decided to play this music. And before I go on, can I just say, I'm not picking up on anybody. I don't pick up on anybody. My topic don't pick up on anybody. My topic is just to remind us things we do, or consciously or unconsciously. Nobody is a saint, nobody's perfect, like I always say. Sometimes I do videos and I go back, listen to it, and I'm thinking, you what? Did I just say that? I'm not going to do that, you know. But I sit there and I'm thinking, well, if I've said that, that means I need to start doing that. So, guys, let us learn. This live stream, whatever you've got to share, put it down there. I will read it out. I will also learn from you. That is how I do my own thing here. Wife. What is a wife? This is a very delicate topic. Because what I notice lately is a lot of women do live-in partner. You are not married. Nobody knows you from this man's home. You do marriage by credit, by staying in that man's house. Then this man thinks you are eligible or you have a right to serve him as a wife. Me, Angelique Elijah Brown, that is not a wife. I will just reduce this properly because this topic is going to be hot. Don't think because you live in a man's house free of charge. Don't think because you decided you want to save money in Obodo Oyibo, you move in with a man or a man moves in with you, you are eligible to do everything for him because you are a wife. You are not a wife. Oh, kì í ṣe ìyàwó. Tó o bá dìde, tó o lọ kó ti ọkùnrin nínú ilé, nítorí pé o desperate, nítorí pé o wò pé o ti ń lé ńlẹ̀, tó o lọ kó ti ọkùnrin tó ń bímọ síbẹ̀, oh, kì í ṣe ìyàwó. Ọ̀rọ̀ ìyẹn kọ́ là ń sọ lónìí yìí. Ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn, ọ̀rọ̀ ọjọ́ mi ni. If you move your things in with a man, he didn't do introduction, engagement, or even know your family, mommy moe, you are not his wife. You have decided to give yourself to him free of charge. You are not a wife. So you do not owe that man anything in what I'm going to say today. Because to start with, you are a sinner. I have been there before. I know what I'm talking about. You are a sinner. If one wali tells you that you are meant to be with a man, the man is not paying your dowry or anything, doesn't know anything, you move in with him. Just continue doing your sin. This topic does not concern you. If you are a man, you don't think it's necessary to go and know this woman's family, to do what is right, even out of I don't have money, to do the little things, because no family is mad or stupid, to do that little thing for you. And he is not entitled to what I am going to read today. I just want to make that clear. Because in the UK, there is abroad for Obodo Oyibo, waiting common now be saying, man and woman go move in, they live together. A decade, 2 decades. The man no go marry him. Until the man now maybe 50, maybe 60, 70 years. Now you can see, say, no, it's not good for him. Then you go marry one small girl. After you don't use all your life earning, stay with that man. Good luck for you, the woman. Where go live with the man. Good luck for the man. Where don't use you, but you don't born your children for him. God decide no marry you. I not talk to her today. And I talk to the people where they legally married, where they cohabit, where they don't pay their dowry, where they don't do introduction, where they don't do engagement, where family don't know each other, where they don't say, nah, your wife be this. Those are the people where they talk to today. So I just want to make that clear. The reason why I'm making it clear is a lot of people think when they live with a man, both a man or a woman, when a woman moves in with a man, she thinks she owes that man to be respectful and all these things I'm gonna treat today. She owes him to do it. You don't owe him. Or the man thinks because you have moved in with him, bill, rent, you are sharing into two. Gas, you are sharing into two. Electricity, you share into two. Council tax, you share into two. TV licensing, you share into. You are not married. Get it? You are not married. I am talking about wives today. People who are legally married today. People who whether they are living partner, they are cohabiting. The fact that we have a culture in Nigeria, in Africa, where even if they don't have the money to marry you, your family sit down with that. Either they do it on your behalf, you can't go home, or you are there, they do it with you. There they carry this palm wine, and this man's family sits there, your own family sit there. Then these are the people I'm talking to today. Right. So I am grateful you guys understand my clarification, because if I go straight into topic proper, I don't want people who think they're cohabiting with someone that the woman decided to do marriage by credit. Free marriage now comes here to comment. Don't come here and comment. Just continue living your free life. Just give him free. Do free. I'm not talking about you today. I'm talking about the legally married, legally staying together husband and wife. What is a wife? Who do we call wife? Whether in Africa, in English, in whatever, who is a wife? A wife is that female person you take to the registry. You take to you do the mommy moe. You marry her legally. You continue to live in that marital relationship. That is a wife. Oyibo call it spouse. Oyibo, sometimes they call it living partner. As far as legally by God and by man, you are joined together. You are a wife. You are a wife. So what are the roles of being a good wife? Anybody can be a wife. Anybody, they can pay anybody's dowry and they sit down in the house and they just be a wife. Anybody. Even you can take any animal from the street called a woman, put it in the house, and she becomes a wife. I'm talking about what is the role of a good wife. What is our role? Gẹ́gẹ́ bí obìnrin sí ọkọ wa. Kí ni báwo ló ṣe yẹ ká ṣe hùwà sí ní àwa tá ń pè ní ìyàwó rere ní ọ̀dẹ̀dẹ̀ ọkọ wa? How woman where they legally marry, woman where get common sense, suppose live with her husband. Last week, I treated how our men are meant to look after us and what is the role of a good husband. I didn't get a lot of men there. It was really women. All the men, they travel abroad. They traveled last week. So this week, I can see a few men have traveled back. So they are in here today to contribute to our topic. A good wife. Because in the beginning, I'm sorry, it's going to be a bit of biblical here or while I'm doing this topic, because I want to have something I'm backing this topic up with. In the Bible, when God created Adam and Eve, Adam was lonely in the Garden of Eden. God let him fall asleep and he took out of his rib to create Eve. That is why you will hear, they will say female. That is someone removed from a male. Someone created from a male. Someone nicely molded out from a male. Woman, a woman, someone removed out of a man's rib. Someone created out of a man with a womb, a man with a breast, a man with every quality. That is what a woman is. And that is why we are so uniquely created that we can multitask. That is why if in the 50s, I was reading an article online and I saw an article about how women respected men in the 50s. I now saw even the American, in the UK, why they had lasting relationship in the 50s. Not now that everybody is now the oga. Not now that men have they don't know what God has asked them to do with that female that he has given to them. How do you make a good wife to your husband? Number one, a good wife has to be discreet. Can I please say, no inbox messages at the moment. If you want to contribute, please contribute here while everybody reads it. Because I use the same phone I use with my Facebook here. Please, thank you very much. God bless you. A good wife must be discreet. Like I said last week to the men, a good man must be discreet. So is a good woman. What do we call discreet? Kenyon menumo. Kenyon mo bon shen kwa ho ni jano. Kenyon mo be yon diarrhea of the mouth. Be yon shema for dano. A good woman must be discreet. You have these finances, this house, this home to keep. You are as a wife, as a woman, as a married woman, as a responsible married woman, you have to be extremely discreet. Because being discreet You save your family from loads of talking. You save your children from loads of problem, spiritual problem, mental problem, psychological problem, if you are discreet. You can't say you are a good woman, a good wife. You go outside, you have a misunderstanding with your husband, you will go and tell you, even your mother, it is not right. Please, 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 this person inboxing me, can you please bring it out? Thank you very much. If you are querying what I'm saying, please come and query it out here so that we talk about it. Thank you very much. I'll just ignore him. Because men, all the men last week traveled abroad. Now it's woman's topic. They are inboxing me. How I should be beating all the women. I'm not going to beat all the women. I'm just going to say what the Spirit of God ministers to me to say. Right? Thank you. A woman has to be discreet. Because I remember now there's phone. Láyé àtijọ́ kò sí ago ẹ̀rọ ìbánisọ̀rọ̀. Àwọn màmá wa tó fẹ́ wọn kò sí ẹni tó ń pè láti fẹjọ́ sùn. Nítorí pé ìyá wa kan tó fẹ́ ní ìlú Kwara kan tí ọkọ ẹ̀ mú dìde tó gba ọ̀nà Ìbàdàn lọ, báwo ló ṣe fẹ́ rí ìyá ẹ̀ bá sọ̀rọ̀ tó máa rojọ́ tó máa fẹjọ́ ọkọ ẹ̀ sùn? Our mothers were discreet. They kept secret. They didn't have diarrhea of the mouth. This is one of the important reasons why their relationship lasted. Because they didn't need advice. They moved closer to God, that God should teach them how to live with this man that is coming from another family, and they also from another family, to live together as one. So thank you everybody for joining in. I have fans who say they don't understand Yoruba, so I'm going to mix everything. Sister Mommy Toby, I'm going to mix everything, my sister. So everything I'm saying, she will get the information across. So a good wife has to be extremely discreet to keep her family in check. A good wife has to be sexually faithful to her husband. I know why I'm saying this. We up and down Facebook, social media, Twitter, this and that, all the social media there is in this 21st century. You hear, this man is sleeping here, this woman is sleeping here, this has slept with this person, this is sleeping with this person. Why? What is the reason? You will hear, can men ever be faithful to one woman? Can men be this? Can men be that? Do you know in the olden days, when our fathers called our mother, when they call them once, they answer 3 times. When they call them once, they answer 3 times. We have to sexually satisfy our spouse. Please, ẹ̀yin mommy mi, ẹ̀yin daddy mi, mo bẹ̀ yín. Because if you don't want a man to look outside, because before you marry this man, you would have courted with him. Courting is this time where you both get to know each other. Láyé àtijọ́, when you are courting, you will still go and meet elderly people that will put you through how do you see this man? How do you this? How is that? You will even go to the village whereby our ìyàwó brothers that have married before you, they will be teaching you what is happening in their home. Nǹkan tí ẹ̀gbọ́n wọn ṣe bí ò ṣe easy. Bó ṣe jẹ́ pé tó bá pè àwọn lẹ́ẹ̀kan, àwọn máa ń dáhùn lẹ́ẹ̀mẹ́ta ni. If you know, because they are faithful men, the percentage is not high, but I swear to God, they are faithful men. If yours is not faithful, I'm not saying it's your fault, but there's a lot you can do to help his unfaithfulness by being submissive sexually. I'm not saying when you are in pain, but neither am I saying for you to fake pain because you don't want to sexually submit to your husband. I know a lot of women that they will say ataro mo ti wa nule oh ṣe kíní kan wo ó ti rẹ̀ mí o ara mi ò tiẹ̀ yá, because you are upset with your husband. Do you know during sexual intercourse you can mend you can mend what is there. You can mend the upset you're upset. Because when a man is on you, he will whatever is high is troubling him, even at work. You don't know the stress he has gone through at work. He comes back, you are talking to him, he's not answering you, he's doing this. Sometimes we have to, if the tables are turned around, we might do worse. Because Bible says we should protect our husband from temptation. Temptation of other women going around naked. This world is more spiritual than physical. Someone who puts micro mini skirts that is walking on the streets, and a man that is sex starved. What do you think is going to happen to that man? Yes, even a woman that is dressed like myself, with the long sleeve clothes, that is sex starved. If he sees me, even in my sutana, he will be looking and be thinking, I'm going to bring him out here, your Didier, because he's sex starved. I'm not talking about Alasha Wakunreo. I'm talking about Okunrito. No, he is struggling to keep his home together. Then you as a woman, now trying to make him not be able to keep his home. You know, what you can accept for a long time, I might not be able to accept it for a long time. Look at your husbands like that. They are not magicians. Our men are not magicians. I was engaged to a wife for 3 years. So because if you look at the Bible, 1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 1 to 15, you go and read it yourself. You will see if you sex starve your husband, he goes out. He will eventually leave you. Because if you are doing something in bed that is not as good as the person he goes to meet outside, when he starts doing it outside, he will come home and you will not be attractive to him anymore. And not that you are not attractive, it's because it means what he has gone to eat outside might eventually now be sweeter than what he eats with you. And I mean sexually. So think about it when you are saying, and again, what I notice is sometimes when I talk to my fellow ladies, I hear people will say, well, mo sọ fọ́kọ mi aṣọ yẹn tí ò bá mi ra £100 yẹn kò lè bá mi ní àjọṣepọ̀ torí mò ń bínú lọ́wọ́ kó má lè tọ́jú mi. Má jẹ́ kí Sátánì yẹ ẹ lò. Don't let the devil use you. Don't let the devil use you. Because your husband is not giving you that money to buy that £100 China clothes. That China lace you want to buy. You, because of that, be telling him, if you doesn't give me that £100, if he doesn't give me that £80, this my private part is zipped. Good for you when it's zipped. So I was listening to a video and a woman was saying the amount of women outside is like triple the amount of women. My sister, okay, zip your thing. I will tell you, zip your thing. There are 13 other people that the zip are loose. It's not more open, or it's slack. And as soon as they grab that man, they will zip it. They will go and redo the zip. Because they've been in hard relationship and they need to settle down. So as soon as they grab him, they will put him inside. They will cook for him. They will do monkey style on the bed. And they will zip their thing. So when you are thinking about starving your husband, even though the Bible does not accept it, but you think, well, we are in the modern day, I'm going to starve him. Think about the people outside that will not let him starve. Think about it that way. A woman is a keeper of a home. A woman is a keeper of the home. When you get married, you are a keeper. You are the one that keeps the home going. You are the one, the children will say, mommy this, mommy that. You are the one, the husband will come back from work to tell his problems to. You are God created us beautifully. We are unique being. We are marvelous in God's sight. We are a chosen generation. Please remember what I said when I started. God picked you out of a rib of a man. And that one rib, he took his time. He took his effort to create you as a woman with a womb, a woman with a breast, a woman that is nicely designed. He took time to design you. So you are the keeper of a home, a dark home. I'm begging our mommy, especially the ones that the relationship is cracking at the moment. That is why I was directed to talk about it. A lot of people have talked about it, but I'm sure the reason why I've come again to talk about it is there's someone that God does not want that relationship to break yet. That is why I am talking about it again. Please, you yeah, you are a keeper of that home. Bible says the man has dominion over his household. You are the subdominion. You are the subdominion. Because he goes out to work. Yes, you go out to work. But you are a subdominion. God has created you to multitask. You are a special being. That is why yes, one ni ìyá wọn. Èèyàn lè tọ́jú àgbàlagbà, ó ní ìyá tiẹ̀. Ṣùgbọ́n gbogbo obìnrin, all women are mothers. So all men, every child, boy, the male child, they are our children. We are subdominion to our husbands. Well, to your husbands. If you check 1 Corinthians chapter 1 verse 1 to 16, you will see where God was explaining where the scriptures was explaining how men are dominion over us when they marry us. Despite the fact that the scripture also makes us understand that men must love us. But he still made men the dominion over us. So we are subdominion. We are meant to keep the home. In the 50s, relationship where aside from reading, doing my research, if you watch the English movie in the 50s, if you in the 40s, the American movies, you will see what our wives were doing. They went to work, yes. They had nannies, yes. But what did they do? When they always got back before their husbands. They always cook. They always set the table. They always take the children, bath them, comb their hair, keep them in order. So when the man comes home, he sees the children nicely put in order. As soon as he's coming, they are by the door, all waiting to receive this king in. That was in the 50s. I'm not saying we should live in the 50s. I know this is the 21st century because I talk life talk. I'm not in a dreamland. I don't do dreamlands. I talk reality. We're in the 24th century. We don't have nannies. We can't afford nannies. But that does not say you should not be a keeper of that home. That does not say you should not have respect for your man. Because the way you lay your bed, the way you lie on it. When you talk rubbish about your husband to your friend, when your friend see him, look at your friend. The husband told that girl called Alaja Brown. Hey, look at him. Yesterday, he did this to her because of what you have told your friends. Because of the way you have laid your husband in the presence of your friends. There was, I will tell you a short story. There was these few friends that were friends together. Everybody always talked about what their husband did sexually amongst themselves. And this specific friend refused to talk about her husband to her friends. She would just laugh. They say, you are not even saying anything. She will say, what is there to say? He does everything for me. So what am I to say? Okay. Then everybody will come. The one that will say,
her husband's private part is this size and that size and this size. So they now asked her, we've been telling you about our husbands all this while. Tell us about your husband. How is he? She says, if you see my husband thing, when he puts it in, it comes out of my mouth. They were like, oh my God. They became jealous of her. So they came to visit her one day. And I think she was in kitchen. Someone said they wanted to have a bath. They went upstairs and was peeping to see the husband. And when they saw the husband, what was underneath was so tiny. This friend was so disappointed. And she told other friends, when they got to where they normally gather and talk about, they started removing her from the setting. They weren't talking to her. Then one of them, the one who picked her to say, but why did you lie about your husband? And she said, if that is how you might see him as being small because you peeped. And that is a sin. But if he satisfied me and I don't have anything wrong in it, that is how I see it. So sometimes how you see your husband, it matters a lot. Your friend might not see him that way, but the way you see him, you know, Bible says what that comes out of our mouth shall not return unto us void. Empty. But shall accomplish that which we have sent it. My husband is the most richest. My husband is the most handsome. They will say, husband, not that. Where is that husband? It's the way you present your thing to people that they are going to accept him for you. So remember, you are the forefront. You are the housekeeper, not a maid. You are the keeper of that home. It is your home. It is your domain. You are responsible for that household. You are a subdomain. You are required to submit to your husband's leadership. That's what the Bible says. Bible says we should submit to our husband's leadership. I know people will say, we submit for what? Submit for what? We are in this modern world. Everybody has a right to do what they want to do. But this is what the Bible says. Bible says we should submit to his authority, to his leadership. And you can find that in Ephesians 5, chapter 22. If you read that Ephesians 5, it will tell you a lot about relationship. And that's why the Bible was saying that a husband, we should submit to our husband leadership. It still says that not in a way that will make us belittle us. That is that Ephesians 5. If you read 21, 22, it's not in a way that will belittle us. When your husband is doing it in a way, you're respecting it, and he's belittling you, he's sinning unto God as well. Because that is not what the Bible says. Remember, even that same Bible says, love your husband, love your wife. Respect your husband. Wife, you have to be spiritually minded. I remember when Baba Deboye made that remark, that a woman who can cook, who can pray, and it went viral. People were swearing, stupid, mad. But that's what the Bible says. You have to be that spiritual inclined. Bible did not say you should go and sleep on the mountains because of your husband or your home. No. But you have to be you have to be the warrior. You are a warrior. You are a special being. If you let me explain it this way. In the olden days, they used to say, if a man is married to more than a wife, a polygamous man, the amount of children that he impregnates these wives, when night falls, these children will go into their mother's room. Look at it that way. You, as a woman, this man is married, only you. Please put at the back of your mind, yes, he's married you. But if you leave your children to be wayward and not pray for them to be responsible adults and not teach them the way of the Lord, when they grow, when night falls, they are coming to your room. Yes. And this same Yoruba will say, you will hear men, even men that are irresponsible and they don't look after their children. When the single parent goes and look after this child, and this child grows up, this man, wherever he will say, wherever he is, he will say, mommy niye. That's my son. Omolorire. Opolo mi lo mu lo se sorire. My DNA of him being brilliant. You know, that is your handwork. So being spiritual is your business. Don't be spiritual. It's your business. Nobody say you should fast and die. Nobody say you should pray till your voice is cracky. But Bible says you should pray. Bible says we should fast. Bible says each day. Only buburum beninu ojo. There's evil roaming around. This world is more spiritual than physical. So you pray for your house. It's your business. It's your home. It's your children. It's your husband. If you don't pray, and these lions that are ready to devour your husband, when they take him away, it's your problem. You will live alone. So nobody is forcing you to be spiritual. Because when Baba Deboye said it, this internet went gaga. Because people were thinking, this. Everybody, I was reading a lot of people's remarks. And I was smiling. It's not easy to pray. What kills us as Africans? What kills us as human beings? What kills us as Christians? What kills us as Muslims? Our ability to pray. We are lazy. We are very lazy. It's easier for us to call one man in Nigeria, in South Africa, in Zimbabwe, in Kenya, in Somalia, to pray for us, and we send money. While this man, we use our money to buy ogufe and buy pepper soup and buy gouda and sit on the bed while one lady is rubbing his stomach. And you will call him, Baba, I just I shall ring you. Are you praying for me? You say, Adura Agba, Egekagba, Adura, Jehovah. This. Are you deceiving yourself? Because you're deceiving yourself. You are deceiving yourself. A wife has to be spiritually gifted, spiritually inclined. Pray for your children. Pray for your home. Don't go and kill yourself. Lori, okay. This is life talk. I talk what is real. It takes the grace of God for someone to be able to pray fervently. It takes the grace of God to be able to do things fervently. But as a woman, there's nothing that costs you to pray for your children, to pray for their upbringing, to pray for their going in and going out, to pray for everything they say. Because Proverbs 31, verse 10 to 31 says it. Go and check Proverbs 31. Go and check it. Verse 10 to 31. Go and read it. We have to be spiritually minded as women, as wives, as good wives. As a woman, you have to take interest in your husband's likes. What does my husband like? What does he not like? What is the main thing? What is the most thing he dislikes the most? What is the thing he dislikes the most? A lot of we women, the thing he dislikes the most, because we are upset with him, we do that thing. Your husband doesn't like the house dirty, but because he has done something, you are upset with him. You will leave the house like a pig's house. And when you leave the house, let me rephrase it this way. When you leave this pig house and you sort this problem out, who is going to clean it? But don't forget that this man has put it in his mind. He's also put it in his mind that what kind of a woman have I offended? And because I have offended her, she's decided to do this. Take interest in your husband's likes. My husband likes reading. Right, go out. Buy books he likes. Certain books. My husband likes Calvin Klein boxers. I'm not saying go and steal to buy it. Because it's not, you are not courting anymore. Both of you have become one. Some people will say, I have to buy it with his money. I can't use my money to buy it. Please, don't do that. This is your husband. I'm not talking about marriage by credit. I'm talking about real husband. Buy it for your husband. So also your husband buys it for you. If your husband doesn't know how to do it, when you start doing it and he starts seeing it, he will learn. Don't try to change him. Do things. When he sees you do them things, he will learn to start doing it. I remember when I first got to Scotland. When we park at the car park, we buy tickets. Maybe we buy an hour ticket, and I do the thing 15 minutes and I'm done. When I see someone driving in, I give them the ticket. When I see someone driving in, I give them the ticket. And when I give them the ticket, because it's different from England. In Manchester, England, you see, is a common thing. But in Scotland, they still live in the 60s. They still live in the 70s. They are so backwards. So I started giving them tickets. When I go anywhere, we go anywhere, I give them my tickets. Do you know now, when I go to this specific parking spots, I see people with tickets wanting to give people. What have I done within a year and a half? I have taught them not to waste the ticket to give to someone else. Because it's something we used to do in England before I relocated down here. So also is our husbands. When they talk about more like that, obviously you are from two different backgrounds, two different homes. That is why Komolaida, it might be his father never did it to his mother. It might be his mother never knew to do it. And it doesn't give you the right to say, hey, but say, yeah, Molaida. No. Who gave you the right to talk to him like that? Please, take interest in what your husband likes. Try to help where necessary. I know it's not easy in the UK. I know Nigeria is easier when being a good wife. Let me put it in that quote. In Nigeria, you still see women, no matter how they go to work, they come back, they still serve their husbands. But in the UK, in the US, in Germany, in Canada, people still say, Ugochukwu, the rice is in the fridge. Put it in the plate and put it in the microwave. Women. Please, it's not good, oh. Please, dish it. Warm it. You know the time he comes home. Put it in a tray. Put it where? So that even when you are tired, he comes upstairs, take off his clothes, say, sweetheart, please, I have microwave it. I thought you were going to come 10 than you normally come, but it's now 10:30. Joe, share the microwave. Or shaking wash. Give him the option. I know your husband. Give him that option. Alone. I know human being. Nobody is mad. Give him the option. Sweetheart, I'm already sleeping by the time you come. Do you want me to go and warm it for you? You will see, he will say, don't worry. You have done the biggest part. I'm not taking it from the big rice. You have already dished it. Please, I beg you. There's too many women outside. Another woman will do it. Another woman will do 12-hour shift while your husband is doing 8-hour shift and still serve him. Put that at the back of your mind. Please. Serve him. Respect him. Your husband is your husband. Your husband is your husband. This devil you think is called husband, if you go somewhere else, it's the same thing. I swear. Men is this anywhere you go. Man is the same thing anywhere you go to. Please feel free to add to what I'm saying, and feel free if you want to counter what I'm saying. If you think what I'm saying is wrong, if you want to counter it, feel free to write it down. I accept criticism when I'm doing topics, and when the topic makes sense to what I'm saying, not when someone is saying I'm saying A, they are saying Z. So feel free to say what I'm saying if you feel it's wrong as a woman, because today is women. How we are going to look after our home, how we are going to be good wives to our husband. Give your husband more love, and Bible says, ìfẹ́ ni àkójá òfin. Ìfẹ́ ni àkójá òfin. Please, give him love. Even if it's not, talk well about tiẹ̀ kẹ́ kó máa gbọ̀n mọ́ ẹ. Ìwọ gbọ̀n mọ́. Ìwọ ṣèkẹ́. Then when you get to bed, tell him, darling, the way I'm doing to you, that is how I want to be treated too. you will see that it's going to be different. Show your husband more love. Love your husband unconditional. Because if you love your husband unconditional, the way the Bible asks us to love one another, the way you want to be loved, you will see that the marriage will be a better place for you yourself to live in. Because what causes problem in marriage? When we are too bitter. As women, don't be bitter. There's no big deal. He offends you. Yeah. Jennifer will say, yeah, he offends you. You too, you offend him. But when you carry this thing he has done for 2-3 days, 4 days, o de shin fi yanko to je to fin je, on fi basun fin jeniya, on fi aitule she o fin jeniya, on fi aibowo fun o fin jeniya. You are prolonging the matter. As a woman of God, as a woman who God lives in, as a woman created by God, we shouldn't do that. If you do these things I'm saying, if your marriage breaks up, that means it wasn't a marriage. It wasn't your destined husband. Please, show him more love. Show him more care. Be compassionate. Be affectionate. Go and Google what it is. Being compassionate. Being affectionate. I remember years ago, me and my old friend, we were gossiping about someone else because the man was, we were in the Christmas festive period, Christmas time. We opened all the presents, and his wife was, because he came on holiday, and he was saying, my wife, when I call, we have sexual intercourse up to 7 times a day. When we opened our eyes like, we say lie. You want to kill that woman? So when this woman now came the year after on holiday, as soon as me and my friend saw this woman, we started looking at her. Because I started saying, I'm sure she won't be able to walk. I'm sure she'll be dead. I'm sure she did. So me as big mouth, I now asked, I said, my sister, I said, is it good for a woman to be giving man sex anytime he asks for it? She says, the daddy Lagbaja, sometimes he asks for it 8 times. Sometimes he asks for it 5 times in a day. I said, in a week, in call. She said, he might ask for it about 4 or 5 times. I said, I don't die. I said, and you can walk. She says, my sister, nothing's wrong with me. It's not, it depends on how you see it. It depends on who you are. She says that's how we've been doing right from when we're in secondary school till I married him and we have children. And looking back now, I saw the reason, because what if both of them come on holiday from Nigeria to the UK? The man is washing dishes, the woman is cooking. And I'll be looking at them like, wow. And they're not old people. They are not old people. They are young people like myself. The husband now, at this age, the husband is not even up to 50. But look at the way they are doing things. Please, show your husband more love. When you show your husband love, he's not showing it back to you with humility. Pẹ̀lú ìwà ìrẹ̀lẹ̀, pẹ̀lú ọ̀rọ̀ dídùn, sọ fún ọkọ rẹ, nígbà tí ọkàn rẹ̀ bá ti wálẹ̀, nígbà tí ẹ bá ń ṣeré ìfẹ́, tẹ́ bá ń ta omi oge ìfẹ́, sọ fún pé sweetheart mi, nǹkan tó ń ṣe yẹn, nǹkan tí mò ń ṣe fún ẹ ni mo fẹ́ kí ìwọ náà máa ṣe fún mi. You will see he will start changing. He's not a robot. And kò ń ṣe arínúróde, ọkọ ẹ̀ ń ṣe arínúróde. Tó o bá sọ fún kò lè mọ̀. Because tó o bá ṣe nínú ilé wọn, ní ilé ìyá àti bàbá ẹ̀, kò lè mọ̀. Ìwọ lè máa ṣe ní ìyá àti bàbá ẹ̀ lè máa ṣe kó rí, kó dùn mọ́ ẹ, kò mean pé wọ́n ṣe ń lé wọn. Nǹkan tó bá torí ó dẹ̀ lè máa, some women we say my husband is too romantic and I don't like it. Can you see? Oríṣiríṣi èèyàn ló wà. So that woman will say, please stop up. I know a girl. She was saying to her husband, stop opening the door for me when they were cutting. Ma ṣílẹ̀kùn fún mi, mo lè ṣílẹ̀kùn mọ́tò ọwọ́ mi ò rọ̀. Can you imagine? Meanwhile, I'm the opposite. And I'm thinking, a woman is saying that, mo gbé, mo ti kú, How would a woman be saying a man shouldn't open the door for? So it shows, I'm sorry, I took my morphine. That's why my mouth is dry. It shows that we human beings, we are diversified. We are different. We are different. We are different. She said, my hand is not paining me. Why would he be opening the door for me? Yes, we are different. So let your husband see what he needs to be doing for you as his wife, as his obedient wife, as his faithful wife, as his compassionate wife. Please, my sisters, don't let your house ruin. Keep surprising your husband. Women, don't let it be your husband always surprising you. Sweetheart, I buy you chocolate. Sweetheart, I buy you this flower. Sweetheart, kini won she? She won, me too, I have men, boys as children that are going to be men. She, oni kon wa ku abi. Ìwọ ni o mọ nǹkan láti rà tó bá ń bọ̀. Àbí? Ìwọ ló mọ ìkẹ́ ọkùnrin ṣe. This is what I'm talking, compassionate. Surprise him. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni o, sister, mommy Toby Rachel. En tó lórí ò ní fìlà, en tó ní fìlà ò lórí. Surprise him. Surprise him. You too, you are coming from work. You too, at the end of the month, save something. Save 30 pounds. That's okay. Oh, talk on me, Ray. Go outside, buy aftershave, buy perfume. It doesn't have to be Christmas only and his birthday. Edakun, be romantic. In Nigeria, you are not romantic. Show love. Be romantic. Be romantic. Show him love. Show him affection. Like last week, I was telling men, they should stop squeezing behind the women and be rolling them just to put it in. No. So also I'm saying it to you women, that we just sungbalaja and say, Shen kotoba feshe. Oburu o, ko shen kotoba feshe. Be romantic. Be romantic. Don't be sungbalaja. Be romantic as well. Be your husband's best friend. A lot of women, the best friend they do to their friend outside is important than the one they do to their husband. Koda. Koda. If you can be good best friend to your friend outside, be good best friend to your husband. Be good best friend to your husband. Because when you start doing these things, he will start seeing beyond what you are doing. Sister Fola Shade Folani, be careful, be careful, be careful. Be your husband's friend. Be your husband's friend, please. Look good. The reason why a lot of relationships break is because women have stopped looking good. Your husband, when he was courting you, you do Brazilian and Shiko on your head. He finished marrying you. You do Didi Adimole. Do you know if it's that Brazilian Shinko that you do that makes him fall in love with you? People fall in love with people different ways. People have their criteria of falling in love with people varies. If he has married you with Shukwa Adimole, and you decide now to be doing weave on, he might not like it. Ask him. Ask him. He might be seeing you with latest makeup, fantastic lipstick. Maybe that's the reason why he fell in love with you. Now, you are doing what? You are putting lip gloss, doing your face shuku shuku. Please, think about where you both started from. Think about what you were both doing. I told our men yesterday, all the money they were spending when you were courting, that they stopped doing because they are married and they are trying to invest. They should think about it when we don't do things. But in as much as I'm saying that, I know we women, we can do a lot with £1 if we want to do it. If you want to look good with the little, with 1/4 of what he used to give you, you will still look good. Please, look good. Not only for your husband, for yourself. You have dignity. You have integrity. You have your personality. You have a vision. You have a goal. You have this home. You are a subdominion of this marriage. So it is your duty as a good wife to look good. Makeup is not the only thing that makes one look good. Looking after your skin is looking good. Eating the right food is looking good. Depends on what your husband sees as looking good. If you can tell your husband, stop wearing socks that your toes are coming out, and you buy him new socks, so also he has the right to tell you, this bra, you have been using it since 1950. Please, this is 2016. Change it. Yes, he has the right. Because I know women. I know women. Women too know me. Please. A lot of us, Pata 1952. Oshiwanu drawer. Please, don't do that. Please. Please. Some of us cannot even be romantic. Koko fe shi pata. Ki be doti. Pata ko wan bi pata. It's not good etiquette. Meanwhile, if you drive him outside, women that will wear sexy lingerie for him, they will wear it. And these things are a turn off to men when they come back in the house and see these things. Joe, because I know of a friend who was telling me one time, he said he went out and he got drunk, and his friend went to a mofun that when he got drunk, they were tipsy and whatever, that there was this girl. And when they got to the hotel, when she took off her trousers, she was taking it off with her knickers, and she says, no, leave your knickers on, because I find it sexy. He said when he saw the knickers, he just said he's coming. He went downstairs and he left for home. Because he what was thinking out from that pata gigan, he was disappointed. So also, that means he has thought about his wife with her sexiness. He couldn't do it with her because she wasn't sexy enough. She wasn't clean enough. She wasn't his type. So lay the boundary. Lay the foundation. Put yourself in a classy way. You don't have to be rich to be classy. You don't have to be rich to be classy. Please. Don't forget petty anniversaries. Men will forget anniversaries. You as a woman, it is your duty to remember anniversaries. Do you remember so? This was the time I went to meet your sister. This was the time I knew your mom. This was the time we graduated. Remember petty things. This was the time our first son removed his first teeth. Sweetheart, can you remember? Remember petty things, because you will laugh about it. You will talk about it. You will giggle about it. This is what makes relationship. This is what makes relationship. Support your husband always. Support your husband always. I said it last week. Men, support your wives. No matter what your husband or your wife is doing, support them. Yoruba used to say an adage. I don't know if some of you know it. Remind me. When you support your wife, when you get home, you now cannot treat your fuck up. When you support your husband, when you get home, you can now both treat your fuck ups. But outside there, boba she pegba to ba she shokwe, no she ma ba shokwe. Boba she shegba no she ma ba shegba. Even go kokwe je bimbe, mu okwe ko kúrò ní vicinity yẹn. Má dúró síbẹ̀ kó má sọ pé ìwọ náà bá ti má ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn, ìwọ go koku. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Má rìn ọkọ ẹ fínta. Ọkọ ẹ má rìn ìyàwó yín fínta. Respect yourselves. Ilé ẹni láti ń jẹ èkúté onídodo. Please, support your husband in everything he does. Your wife, I said last week, your wife has a career. Don't kill the career. So also, your husband has something he's pursuing. He wants to go to fire school. Support him. Support his career. Support his vision. Support his goal. Support him. Because if you sincerely love yourself, what he's doing for the family. And so also implies to you, when your husband supports your career, supports what you are doing, whatever you are going to do, whatever you bring out from that thing you are going, is for the upliftment, is for the progress of that home. Take family reports. Take it important. What I mean by family report, ibi to kù sí, ibi tinule yẹn kù sí, as a woman, what is lacking in that home? Take reports down and start looking for ways to make it a conducive place for you, especially. Yes, you this woman looking at me. Make it a better place for you. Take reports. Daddy Lagbaja kò ṣe báyìí, ó dẹ̀ yẹ kó máa ṣe, àjọ discuss for the betterment of this home. Take reports. That is why I said you are a subdomain. You own that home. It is your home. Àwọn ọmọ ẹni, ilé ẹni. Take reports. Daddy, mo ní kẹ́ bá ọmọ yìí wí, bá wí, mo ti kọ́lẹ̀, ẹ jọ̀ọ́, tí bá ti ní kẹ́ bá wí, lẹ́sẹ̀kẹsẹ̀ má bá mi bá wí. Ọ̀rọ̀ tútù, ó máa ń yọbi lápò. Say nice things. Say good things. Take reports. And good reports too, not only bad reports. Don't be a messenger of bad news. Sweetheart, bó ṣe bá ọmọ yẹn wí ní last week, inú mi dùn gan. Because ó ti change. You see, ó ti change. Ìgbà tó ń lọ school lẹ́ni, kò gba bí tí mo ní kó má gbà. Kò sọ́dá títí ṣáájú mi, ó dúró sẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ mi ni. Ẹ ṣé, ó ṣe ọkọ mi. God bless you. Wọ́n ṣoríire. Gbàdúrà fún ọkọ rẹ. Pray for your husband. Be spiritually gifted. Well, if you are not spiritually gifted, pray. Pray as a family. Your family needs your prayer as a woman. You, as a woman, pray for that home. It's your home. It's your home. You make it what you want. Bó bá ṣe fẹ́ gbénú ẹ̀, ó kù sí ìwọ, ọwọ́ ìwọ obìnrin tó ń wò mí lẹ́ni yìí láti ṣe bó ṣe fẹ́ ṣe. I know a lot of people are looking at me and thinking, I'm overdoing it. No. In the 50s, the way they were doing marriage is different from the way we are doing it now. So I'm not saying live in the 50s. I'm saying there are things you can do to make it a conducive place for you, especially you, woman, looking at me, for you to live in. I've done advice about how to be a good husband last week. Please, this is how to be a good wife. A good wife. A respectable wife. Respect your husband's family. Yes. Respect your husband's family. Yes, I said so. Some of them are terrible to live with. Some of them are appalling to live with. So is your family too. Yes. So is your family too. Oh no, manage any. Oh, manage family any. So manage his family. Please. Respect his mother. If he has one. Respect his father. Respect his sister. Àwọn tó mọ̀, kò tó mọ̀ ẹ́, ó ní ìyá, bàbá àti àwọn àbúrò ẹ̀ tàbí àwọn ẹ̀gbọ́n ẹ̀. Yes. Respect his family. Tó bá fẹ́ gbú ojú rere ọkọ ẹ̀, tó bá fẹ́ ní ojú rere kó fa ọkọ ẹ̀ mọ́ra. O gbọ́dọ̀ bọ̀wọ̀ fún àwọn ẹbí ẹ̀. Tó bá ti lè bọ̀wọ̀ fún àwọn ẹbí ẹ̀. Well, Nigeria culture. Tó bá ti lè bọ̀wọ̀ fún àwọn ẹbí ọkọ ẹ̀, gbàgbé ẹ̀. You don't have to love them. Don't love them, but respect them. You know, if you don't love them, they have done something, you just don't like them. They are too nosy, you just don't like them. They are the one teaching your husband, you don't like them. I don't say like them. I don't say love them. Respect them. You owe it to your husband. The day you decide that he should pay your dowry, you have accepted them. So you have to start looking for ways to start loving them. Oh, I will treat that topic. When I studied that a woman should be spiritual, you think I'm joking. You have to look for ways to start loving your husband's family. Love them. Tikpa tikpa. You have to love them. Right. There is one that the last thing to do as a good wife. I wrote it down, then I will read it. That's the last thing. And I purposely wrote it down because I want to read it word for word.
and because it's got some scriptures I've written inside, and I think the reason why I wrote it down, this specific one, is just for the sake of curiosity's sake, or would I say for my video sake. They said the wife role is a model to the church in the marriage relationship. Marriage is a model of relationship between Christ and the church. That a godly husband must love his wife first, like Christ loves the church. He seeks to provide for her physically, emotionally, and spiritual, and her spiritual needs above his own. He does this as a servant leader to inspire his wife, not intimidate her, which leads to conflicts. In a nutshell, as you go and serve God, the day you leave your mother and father to go into this man's house, you are there to humble yourself to him. You are there. The day you say I do, you are there to make it work. I'm not talking about abusive relationship. I'm talking about a general human being. So I'm sure nobody wants them to pay her dowry. We dance all over. We do this. We celebrate just to be in that relationship and eventually be kicked out. No. As Christ loves the church, love your husband. Be submissive to your husband. Respect your husband. And so also the husband to the wife. I said it to the husbands last week. So this is the wives. Please be submissive to authority. God has given your husband that authority over you. He is your domain. That domain is a domain of the household. You are not the domain. You are not the domain. You get it? You are not the domain. You are the subdomain. You are the multitasker. You are the special being. You are the man with a womb. You are the man with the big boobs. So please, be a subdomain to him. Respect him as you respect God. Please, respect, be humble, be compassionate to your husband. And remember, when night falls, put this at the back of your mind. The way you lay your bed, the way you lie on it. When night falls, your children will come into your room. The way you want your children to come out in future is in your hands. Bó bá ṣe tẹ́bẹ̀ díẹ̀ ló ṣe máa sùn lé lórí. Bó bá ṣe fẹ́ kí ìrìn àjò ayé àwọn ọmọ ẹ rí, ó kù sí ọwọ́ ara ẹ. Bó bá tiẹ̀ jẹ́ pé ò nífẹ̀ẹ́ ọkùnrin náà mọ́, tó ò dẹ̀ lè kúrò ńbẹ̀, rántí pé àwọn ọmọ náà àtọ̀ ọkùnrin yẹn òun ló dá ọmọ náà. Rántí, when you look at those children, you will see that man in that child. So for that reason, keep that home. Make that home conducive, not for him only, but for yourself, because of your peace of mind. This is all I have to say today. I noticed I didn't have a lot of women to add to what I've said. But well, this is how I have been taught that one should be a good wife, how one should keep a home. I appreciate everybody that has joined me. This is Life Talk with Elijah Brown. My name is Angelique. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thanks to everybody who has subscribed to my YouTube channel. I appreciate each and every one of you. God bless you all. Thank you for watching with me. Thank you, Honorable Ogunlano. I know you came late. Thank you for joining. Mr. Moshood B. Adelakun. Thank you very much. God bless you, sir. Kaje Boratosin. Thank you for joining in. Mommy Toby. God bless you, my sister. Sister Fola Shade Folarin. God bless you. Alaja Ajoke Abani Sheloluwa. God bless you, my sister. Sister Iyabo Clay Jubril. God bless you. Sister Kajijat Lola Pepe. God bless you, ma. Alaji Tunde Oladejo. God bless you, sir. Mr. Olakunle Rashid Oyewumi. God bless you, sir. Mr. Kayode Dairo. God bless you, sir. Mr. A.K. Kingsley Oluwatobi. God bless you, sir.
Sister Adejoke Oluwatoyin, God bless you, ma'am. Sister Precious, God bless you. Igbinovia, God bless you, my sister. Sister Temitope Tony, God bless you. Mr. Prince Abayomi, God bless you. Sister Ruth Becky Enudi, God bless you, my sister. Sister Gloria, I can't pronounce your surname, God bless you, sister. Thanks for joining in. Mr. Kehinde Olayiwola, God bless you. Mr. Ademola Adebayo, God bless you. Sister Foluke Yusuf, God bless you, sister. Sister Nike Adewusi Johnson, God bless you. Sister Tina Lolo, God bless you. Mr. Lamidi Ololade, God bless you, sir. Sister Dupe Olaoluwa, God bless you, ma'am. Mr. Oshotunde, God bless you, sir. Auntie Miolanike Yola, God bless you, ma'am. Mommy Olabisio Ayinke, God bless you, ma'am. Mrs. Adiola Solomon, God bless you, ma'am. Mr. Sunday Ekenem, God bless you, sir. Bishop Okotie, God bless you, sir. Mr. Otumba Omotayo, God bless you, sir. Sister Temitope Essex, God bless you, ma'am. Sister Dejoke Shokoya, God bless you, ma'am. Mr. Dele Omole, God bless you. My Queen of Praise, Ayaba Esther George, God bless you. God bless you, God bless you, God bless you. I love you all. Thank you for joining me with today's episode of How to Be a Good Wife. God bless you. Bye-bye for now.